Okay then, hopefully you've had a chance to have a look at that video. Did you notice, in terms of the commentary, they weren't really condemning the violence, were they? Okay, almost it was part of the game to them. And the officials, they don't get involved really. They stay well out of it. Okay, they let them fight. It's seen as part of the game there. What I'd like to do now is carry on with social learning theory and some of the thoughts of Bandura. Again, okay, this is very important we get a good idea of this theory, okay? It's quite a useful one in terms of aggression. Players may be told not to violate the rules, but are often, as we've touched on previously, encouraged to retaliate in kind. We've all used this one, I'm sure. If she's pulling your shirt, give her a dig and she'll soon stop. I actually heard that a couple of days ago from a dad while he was watching his daughter play an under-11 football game. Okay? A parent telling his daughter, you might say to act assertively, give her a dig. This actually happened and the child elbowed the other child in the chest. That's aggressive now, beyond the intent to cause harm, and which was encouraged by the father. Okay? Bandura touched on the fact that theory has a lot of support. His theory has a lot of support, as it emphasises the role of significant others in the development or control of aggression. Okay? Then we start looking at the nurture or nature argument. I've got an example of a dad who's telling his kid to act in an aggressive way, and she did it quite readily. Okay? However, what about when the player suddenly flips? It's not in their nature. They may previously been good role models, with a good track record, completely out of character, something goes on. Zidane, actually, there's a quote from Zidane about this. He says, if you look at the 14 red cards that I had in my career, 12 of them were a result of provocation. Now, again, we can't really say this is 100% true, can we? He goes on to say that he doesn't feel this is justification. This isn't an excuse. But Zidane feels that it was his passion, his temper, and he says his blood that made him react, okay? Previously, I couldn't really remember Zidane having any problems prior to that incident with a headbutt. I think he did do some things, but it wasn't highlighted, okay? To me, Zidane was just a fantastic footballer. And I'm sure you can think of other examples of people who are calm, quiet, good-natured people, but then for one day, for some reason, something goes and they absolutely flip. Okay? So that's something to consider as well there. That kind of goes against the social learning theory a little bit there, and shows us, I think, really just how difficult it is when we talk about aggression, and indeed psychology issues in particular, again, particularly in sport. Perhaps now is a good time for you to take another short break and just get a cup of tea or something. And when you get back, we're going to look at the implications of aggression for sports performance.